pretty soon, don't you know, she's driving school bus at APW in the morning. She's coming to work at Cafe Milan for the lunch hour and then driving back to take the school kids back in the afternoon. I mean, she was just a maniac worker. She was awesome. Probably the only person that loves the food business just as much as I do. Probably, you know, a year passed, you know, where they're doing the school bus thing, and then she comes in one day and she's like, I'm done. I'm ready. I'm like, okay, what? She's like, I'm ready to work full time. I don't like the school bus thing anymore, so I'm ready to work full time. And I'm like, what are you gonna do? She's like, I'm gonna cook. And of course, I was cooking. So I'm like, okay, this is great because everything I own is beautifully designed with colors of mayonnaise and gravy, looking very fabulous on me every day. I'm wearing just a little too much. So I was really glad when Mel finally came and decided she's gonna work full time. She took over, inch by inch, mile by mile. She was awesome. Doing the things that she does. I stayed in the kitchen, I think, maybe 2 days with her. And then, you know, started putting her own spin on things, which was pretty good. You know, I mean, Mel's no slouch. She does an awesome job of that stuff. And finally, she just really had the whole thing going. She took over. Just great. She made lots of improvements at Cafe Milan. One of the best things for me was that she decided I would no longer do deliveries and dishes, which of course, no gravy, no mayonnaise, no deliveries, no dishes. I'm feeling very loud right now. We had great times together. What I couldn't think up, she could, and what either of us could think up, she could bring to fruition. She was fast, and I mean, I'm telling you, I prided myself on being the fastest person ever. The fastest, the most productive, the smartest, and of course, Mel came aboard and she was the fastest, the most productive, not the smartest. I was the smartest. I'm keeping that one, thanks. She was pretty amazing. At any rate, I just have to digress for 1 second about the food business and tell you one other amazing thing about Mel. You know she's a hero, right? Last couple of years ago, last year, John, what was it? Where are you, John? How long ago was it? Mel was the recipient of the Jefferson Award. Yeah, she's driving along Route 81. Okay, she's a phenomenal person. I don't know if people really know this. She's driving along Route 81, calls 911 because she sees a burning building. Okay, 911 doesn't answer. Pulls the car over. She's going to drive across where she can get to this burning building. It's fenced. She can't drive over there. Jumps out of the car, runs across the field, sees this burning building, and of course, there's the barn building that's burning, there's a house, and there's fuel tanks on the side of the house when it gets collapsed. She's banging on the door, and there's disabled people in the house. They don't hear. Finally, she gets their attention, brings them to safety. And who does she meet coming up the driveway? Her father, the fire chief. Pretty awesome. So for that, I mean, she really is a hero, not just to me, not just to her family, but a real live hero. She received the Jefferson Award. She received an award from the Central Square Fire Department, and then was lucky enough to actually receive an award from the Hastings Fire Department, and her father was able to give it to her. Pretty awesome, though. Pretty awesome. We had great times at the cafe. I started drifting from the business. I had other interests, had lots of things to do. I lived in Mohawk, so I'm an hour on the road both ways. I'm there for 9 hours. I mean, too much to do. Then I decided to become a real estate agent as well. Mel was at home minding the business. As always, it was always her doing the catering, coming in at 4 o'clock in the morning to do the breakfast things that we had to do. Everything that needed to be done, Mel was doing. She was handling them as if they were her own. Probably better than if they were her own. I said to her one day, Mel, I don't really want to do this anymore. And she goes, well, I do. I said, okay, get your finances in order. Months went by, we didn't speak about it again. One day I came in, I went right to the office and I sat down and I'm looking out the window and I'm like, she gave me a few minutes, she comes in and she goes, you all right? And I go, she goes, you're done, aren't you? You're done. I said, I'm done. Are your finances in order? And she goes, they are in order. The next 13 months it took us to close on that thing. It was a very long and grueling closing. Financing all the stuff. Probably, she and I are probably the only two that will know how crazy it was trying to sell that business to her. There was one thing though that I could always depend on. Mel was there running the business. Mel was honest, and she had integrity, which were the most important things for me. She is truly one of the finest people you'll ever meet. I really mean that, Mel. Join me in congratulating